Today, we're back on NFS Heat. It's been a little bit since we did just one of these casual builds, but I thought today we would do the bigger. Now, there's a reason. It's got ridiculous engine swaps available, and I am prepared to do it. And it is one of the final cars we have to build in this game. I am determined to get through them. I don't care if this gets 2 views. If it does, please make it up with the likes, because... please. First thing, can I just say how quiet this is? It sounds like a hybrid. It's begging for a new engine. Also, it looks really weird when drifting because of how long it is, and it feels pretty poo as well. Hopefully, we're going to fix up, look sharp, make it look a little bit more spicy. You know what I'm saying? That's what we do here. Let's get this popping. Boom. Performance. Engine swaps. Straight away. I don't know why I switched side when... oh, actually, so we've already owned one of these. We already own one of these, which is actually pretty sweet. So I think the best engine is the last one. Normally that isn't something that happens, but let's have a listen. Oh, yeah. That sounds so much more meaty and fine. I would like to equip this item because I already have one available. That is fantastic. I didn't even know that. And we're going to put Ultimate Plus parts in it. We haven't even put Ultimate parts in this engine. This is going to be the highest HP, one of the highest HP cars we have built. For those of you who don't know, that is this engine. It is the highest horsepower engine in the game. I'm not actually sure. I think it's what, 1500 horsepower it said it was going to get. Because we're doing a high horsepower build, we need to toggle the stats and actually make sure that we're building the highest horsepower car, which will be the single turbo. Why does this thing look so massive? On this plinth, it just looks so big. We need to try and reduce that a little bit. He says, as he throws a bloody wide body on the car. Holy crap. That actually makes it look worlds nicer. I think this bumper right here is my favorite one. That makes it look so much nicer. That was one of my things about this car. It was just kind of plain and ugly. It's still a bit plain. It's not very pretty. It's a pregnant Porsche. Like, it's pregnant. It's having a baby. We should be kind to this pregnant Porsche. Alright, we'll go for the tinted out lights. Hopefully we can go for a nice big wang, and hopefully we can keep hopefully we can keep the other wing go. Actually, I say that it's now locked it shut. That active aero wing is just not gonna happen any further. Remove the stupid American spec reflectors. We don't need that. We need a big old diffuser. We need to make this thing look mega spicy, mega nice. We're going to keep those exhaust tips because they actually look really good. I don't know if they're fake or not. I hope not. We'll find out, won't we? Bit on the side skirts. Bit on the lights. In fact, I don't know what color we're going to go for. So we're going to, again, as usual, we're going to come back to that. Can we put a canard on here? The bumper's quite restrictive, I must say. I know people are gonna possibly disagree with my wheel setup there. Put a little bit more camber in the rear just so it matches. It's a street car. It don't matter. It's gonna look pretty damn spicy. Now, I'm gonna go into the community wraps, which I'm currently offline. I want to see what you guys have come up with. If it's poo, I'm gonna tell you. First things first, this is poo. How dare you? Disgusting. Disgusting. This is alright. It's a bit basic. You know what I'm saying? It's a little bit basic. This, very cool. Very simple, but very cool. I like it. That's what I want to see more of. You lot need to be, quite frankly, shot. What on earth? What on earth was that? We got the camo. We got the police wraps. Quite honestly, I'm not surprised that these are so poo. Most people don't really... if you like cars particularly, this is not really the car that you would be going for if you like cars. Unless your dad has one. Which he also doesn't like cars. He just needs to quite frankly admit that and hurry up and get it on. Here we is. This is looking pretty spicy. I do like the design of this wrap. Pretty simple, pretty clean, and pretty modern, if you will. Now have a listen to this beast. Alright, let's get it, boys. Let's get this thing up. It sounds so much better. Before it was too weak, it was too puny, and now it sounds like this. That's a pretty decent upgrade if you ask me. I have to say, it still seems to lose so much speed when it starts drifting. It is a race car, to be quite frank. That's how we set it up. That's how we modified it. We're going to change it up just a little bit more. Should I... I'm going to play with the downforce a little bit higher. Steering sensitivity, I think it's pretty much fine. We'll do a little tweaky or tweak on tweak, but... oh, yeah, this feels good. It sounds so good. We have got one of the fastest cars, highest horsepower cars in the game. I think there's only 3 or 4 cars that can get this engine. And quite frankly, it's a very good end. I wish it was available in more cars, to be honest with you, because I think we could make some crazy builds, but this had to be done just because it was one of the final few cars that we have left to do. So, without further ado, let's see how this thing holds its own. We got a race right here. Is this actually any good to partake in? No, we're going to find a different one. Porsche, baby, Porsche. You sounded like a hybrid when you came to me. But Pants Member G gave you some cheese. Very cool. Okay, let's see if this thing actually puts out the power that it says it should. He wants me to rev. I'm sorry, man. I didn't hear you. To be honest, I almost didn't see you with this beautiful color. We got some gold Lamborghini ahead of us. What a stupid baby. You need a big prego Porsche just like me. Holy, I saw an explosion. I thought somebody smashed into something. It's been a little while since we properly jumped into this. I cannot wait to get back into streaming. I'll speak a little bit more about that very soon. But look at the speed, the power. It's definitely holding itself. This is actually a 400 plus event. Nicely, that's actually a thing. There are very few 400 plus events. I wish there was like an ultimate mode or like a heat plus mode. But actually, I made all the events full level, but unfortunately that ain't the case. We got to do with this Porsche on a very small few events. And I have to say, it handles pretty well. Give me the boost back. It's almost full. I can smell it, baby. Woo! This is quick. You can even, I'm sure you can tell as well, this actually feels genuinely really quick. I'm quite happy with this. I wouldn't say it's one of the fastest, of course, there's all the supercars, and there's even bloody race cars now in this game. But it's nice to jump back to a nice classic car build with a Porsche like this, removing its Porsche likeness and making it into just a ridiculous long race car. It's a race taxi. Let's get it. If I could get this Porsche to sound like this, I would genuinely consider it. And in this day and age, when there's all these sound limits and stuff from Europe coming in, I'm like, nah, I want big old sound back again. I miss having a big old V8 roaring and screaming. It may not put the power down, but it sounds like it wants to. And quite frankly, that's enough for me. I just realized this is a really long event. We've only done 22%, boys. I think we're going to be here a little bit of a while. Boom. No crash in my G. I did. That's a tap. There ain't no crash. That's a tap. This game looks better at night. Easily looks better at night. I love the wet road look at night on this game. It does really well to reflect some of the lighting and stuff with the checkpoints and stuff. The potential of this game makes me sad, man. Why are there so many games this generation that could have been incredible experiences and they just missed the bar very slightly and they get thrown in the bin? Games are too expensive these days. They're too expensive. I don't care about no visuals. Put the visuals in the bin. That tunnel almost closed for a second. The car's so fast it's making the PlayStation slow loading, or maybe my PlayStation's just on the way out because it's now time for the PS5. I'm intrigued to see how it's going to play on the PS5. I know it doesn't really have optimizations, and it won't ever get optimizations, but if you didn't know, there's the 4K mode, and if it's not locked to 30, there is a chance that we can get a higher boost up frame rate. I'm not exactly sure. I think it was probably locked though, which is a bit of a shame. Holy crap, the traffic car's gone mental. He was on 2 wheels. I don't know if you saw that, but that man almost took his own life and mine as well. Whoa! Jeez. I've been flat out this whole race with this car. It feels like a good amount of power that you can get down. I'm surprised that I didn't try this earlier. Balls! The Popo man up there. He's dead. He kept speaking after I killed him. So he's not technically dead. They should just stop talking. They should just cut the sound. Because that man's car is dead. That power is cut. He is gone. He's gone back to Need for Speed Rivals. He is retired in the bin. This AI car's been keeping up with me the whole race. I am quite impressed by that. It's Lena. Isn't that Regera? I think that's a Regera. I'm smashing a Regera. Regera, you're old news. I'm sorry, but you can't pass my Porsche. This probably... Is this like the final event in the game? I feel like it's one of the final events in the game. It's one of those that they made specifically to be one of the final events in the game. And this is plowing through it. This is a 400 event. To be fair, there were no 400 plus events. So I think that should have been a thing as well. I should stop saying that because there's no way that they're going to change that now. I'm just giving them ideas for the new game. You're welcome. Hold on, we got the 3.5. We got the 235 miles an hour down that road without the boost. Can we get even more? Come on. Give me boost, give me boost, give me boost. 236, baby. I'm going to die. Ah! Okay, we're okay, we're okay, we're okay. We brought it back, we brought it back. Just hope that Lena don't catch up. I think Lena's staying in her place. That's good. Use the boost to bring up the speed. I know this game hasn't had new content for a while, but every time I come back, I do properly get into it again. It reminds me as to why it's one of my top 3 Need for Speed games. I think it's going to be for a long time. It's going to be hard to best this. I know Criterion have got something cooking. We all know this, but will they do exactly what we want? Like, Ghosts were in the flow. They knew what was needed of them. And now, obviously, that's kind of being thrown down the poo-poo. It's not the case anymore. Some of the fresh minds they're putting into Criterion, they may help. But at the same time, I think there may be there's some worry in my mind. I think there's a lot of worry in the community as is. Not just me. It's all of us. We're a little bit worried. We're excited, but we're worried. And that's how Need for Speed keeps us on. We're all just like, please, I'm just praying and hoping that we keep the formula. Please. That's all. I don't care about anything else. Just the formula. They got it right this time. Let's keep it up. Now, we managed to do pretty well there. 58,000 on the rep points. And we got into Heat Level 3. That should have been a Heat Level 5 event. I swear to Christ, that should have got us straight to Heat Level 5. I am happy with this Porsche. Maybe it's because we match. Me and the Porsche are matchy-matchy. But to be honest, I'm still not a huge fan of this car. I'm just impressed with how it performed. I think this is definitely one of the quickest cars that we've driven. Now, granted, it's been a while since we played, so it's kind of hard to properly say, but if you look at the stats, like, we're almost full 10s all the way. I just tried to get on the stats there. It's quick. It's very quick. All right, thanks so much for watching. If you want me to do the final 2 car builds I have left to do for this game, be sure to smash that like button. Subscribe if you are new. I will see you in the next one. Peace.